This is Grace with Grace for Living. Today we have b.e.a.c.h, an environmental organization based in Hawaii. They are going to educate us about plastic debris in the ocean.
b.e.a.c.h is an all-volunteer non-profit that brings awareness and solutions to plastic marine debris through
environmental education,
plastic reduction and litter prevention,
marine debris removal, and research.
And the purpose of doing that is to inspire the public and communities to take action to help reduce and prevent marine debris and therefore save and protect Hawaii's marine life, seabirds, and ocean coastal environments. This is just some of the debris that was found during one cleanup on one part of a beach, and it shows the typical types of debris that are found on beaches from the ocean.
All this type of debris that you see on the table is from the windward beaches. You won't find this on the south shore of Oahu because the trade winds and the current brings this from the garbage patch. We're in the garbage patch right now.
Yeah.
But this actually brings it in all along this side of the coastline.
Yeah, so what Dean's talking about is the difference between beachgoer trash and marine debris. So our organization mostly focuses on marine debris, and so that's, like Dean said, from Hanauma Bay to Kahuku on the windward side. So this stuff is actually from Kahuku. You can see lots and lots of fragments of plastic, hard plastic pieces. You can see eaten pieces. These are actually the bottoms of bottles. So marine life have actually managed to eat the whole bottle, and this is all that's left. This is also showing eaten pieces of plastic. You can just see all the bite marks in there, which shows another impact of marine debris on marine life. So we talked about environmental habitat destruction, and then you've got ingestion of marine debris. And that's one reason you don't see many reds and yellows and oranges in this bunch here, because this is what is left over after marine life eat the rest.
And what happens when marine life eat the debris?
Well, all plastic is made with chemicals. So chemicals are passed into the fatty tissues of the animals, and then those chemicals bioaccumulate up through the food chain and cause endocrine disruption, messing with their hormonal balance and leading to things like whales are now getting cancer, you know, and there's all kinds of diseases caused in animals through ingestion of these chemicals.
The chemicals that are in plastic that the manufacturers put into it to make the plastics hard or soft to make their products, that's the one type of chemical, chemicals. And the other type of chemicals that are already in the ocean, they're called POPs, or persistent organic pollutants. And they're attracted to the plastics that's floating around the ocean up to 1 million times more than the surrounding seawater.
So that's why we're wearing gloves to handle this marine debris, because as Dean was explaining, there's a toxic chemical mix, and it's not a good thing to handle marine debris without gloves on because of the POPs. So if you're handling just a regular plastic bottle that comes off the shelf or comes off a beach from a beachgoer just leaving it there, then it doesn't have persistent organic pollutants on it at all. So what we're talking about in the ocean, that's when the persistent organic pollutants attach onto the plastic. Different. So when you drink out of a plastic bottle, it has the chemical antimony, which is a suspected carcinogen, which is released when that bottle is heated or subjected to heat. So that's the manufacturing chemical, which also causes harm to marine life and humans. But when it's in the ocean, it gets additional chemicals on top of the plastic called POPs, persistent organic pollutants like DDT, DDE, and dioxins, one of the most dangerous substances known to science, which attach onto the plastic up to 1 million times more concentrated on the surface of the plastic than in the surrounding seawater.
So this stuff is swimming around the ocean and then it attaches.
It's soaking it up. Yeah, it's acting like a sponge. So that's why we're wearing gloves, because we don't want to be touching DDT and DDE, which really amazes me why people would want to go make recycled products out of marine debris. There's a whole industry right now going on with ocean plastics. And it shouldn't be happening, and we advise people not to buy them because they are not getting rid of the POPs. to get rid of the pops, they would have to destroy the plastic to the point that it wouldn't be recyclable anymore.
Yeah.
And then, so how can they be recycling it? They're obviously not getting rid of those pops. So please be aware, everyone watching, if you see those words, ocean plastic, in an item, please don't buy it.
How about landfill plastic? That's okay. If you will make stuff from landfill plastic?
If it's never been in the ocean and it's not contaminated, then it should be okay. But here's one of the problems with recycled plastic is if you buy a polyester piece of clothing or fleece jacket or fleece bedding, and that's made of recycled plastic bottles, stick it in the washing machine and off come like a million little fibers that go down the drain. They don't get caught in wastewater treatment and they end up in the ocean harming marine life at the base of the food chain, which is the plankton that can eat those tiny pieces of plastic. So recycling plastic isn't always a great idea. It depends on what it gets turned into as to whether that's a good idea. So I don't recommend people buy fleece clothing and clothing made of synthetic fibers. If you can buy clothing made of natural fibers, that's a way better choice. And these are actually the oyster spacers from the oyster industry in Japan. These ones are the eel cones.
What are eel cones?
Dean will demonstrate.
Okay, this is the eel cone, eel trap right here. So this cone goes in this piece right here. And you just clip it on. I don't know if it clips. It might not. It's broken. So the eel actually goes inside here. And then it can't
it gets
come out.
trapped.
Right, it's trapped in here.
Stuff, of course, nets and rope. There's like lots of that. And what this one shows is coral has grown on this net and then washed ashore and died. Which is showing the habitat destruction that takes place with marine debris. And then you've got lots and lots of bleach bottles. We think these are used in the fishing industry to clean down the deck of all the blood from the fish.
Oh gosh, that's terrible.
And buoys, again, used, or floats used again for boats and fishing.
Another one.
And lots of floats like this.
Oh, why don't you mention the banana one?
Oh, yeah, you can talk about that one.
This is a float. It's they call it a banana float. These have been banned. Okay, these have been banned since
1992 or so.
Yeah, 1992 or so. But they still wash out.
And this is a piece of crate. You know, we were mentioning baskets. There's lots and lots of crate pieces in the ocean. Yeah, you can just film down here. There's just a whole lot of variety. And then we've got all kinds of bottles from around the Pacific Rim. So this one says vegetable oil, I believe. And
that's a really old one too.
Where is this from? I can't read that. So say Panama or? This one I believe is from Chile.
Gosh.
This one's from Korea.
Yeah, this one's from Panama.
Yeah.
So
here's a net, and this just shows how marine animals and birds can get entangled. Is whenever there's a loop or a hole, such as this, or a strapping band, that's how they get entangled. So that's the third way that marine debris impacts animals, not just through ingestion and habitat destruction, but also entanglement.
So we are sorting this marine debris into identifiable items. Okay, we have like
such as nurdles
right here.
What are nurdles?
These are pre-production plastic pellets. This is what all plastic items are made from.
Oh, okay.
And you see how some of them are kind of yellowed?
Sure.
That's the accumulation of the pops.
Ah.
Yeah. So the darker it is, like the yellow, the more contaminated that plastic is.
Interesting.
Yes.
These are little pieces of strapping band right there.
For what?
So packaging, you know, big boxes, they put a strapping band around.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and this is melted plastic right there.
Right.
These are pieces of rope, or you have some right here, little pieces of rope.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we have the soft plastic,
which needs further sorting. We are sorting out plastic marine debris off beaches in Hawaii to find out the types, the amounts, the possible sources, so that we can help solve this problem at the source of it. So we're looking at labels, countries, manufacturers, and things like that. We're taking data on all of these items, and we're going to be preparing a very detailed report on this year, and we're hoping to turn that into a research paper and present it at an international conference on marine debris in March 2018. And we really need to do this because so far, you know, there's more general information about what marine debris is, and in order for people to understand the problem, to then solve the problem, you have to have information and hard facts. We absolutely need volunteers to sort what's called the macro. So anything over 5 millimeters and bigger, like this stuff, is more the macro. Anything 5 millimeters and smaller is the micro. So we need help with sorting both, and we're hoping to have solutions at the local, state, national, and international level that's going to help reduce and prevent marine debris into the future and help save marine life. So the Honolulu City Council has been passing a bill lately called Bill 59, CD1, which originally was meant to plug some loopholes in the current legislation of the plastic bag law on this island. But unfortunately, it's now being swapped over to a fee bill. So that means that they are going to be passing a law that would require all stores on Oahu to charge 10 cents for paper bags or 10 cents for plastic bags. The thing is that these bags are found littered all over the place, which proves that when these people have paid 10 cents, they're still littering or discarding those bags. It's not changing the habit. So to oppose this bill, it's really important that you contact your city council member and tell them not to pass Bill 59 unless it is amended to close the loopholes and to not have a fee instead of a ban. If you visit our website, www.b.e.a.c.h.org, in other words, beach with dashes.org, there'll be a link there, and you can click on that link and we'll have how you can write tests. Bill 59 passes with this fee instead of a ban. There's never going to be a real ban on Oahu, because once the stores start charging 10 cents for bags and use any bag they like, and once the city council has passed this bill, it's going to be like mission accomplished. We don't have to go back, we don't have to refix this. It's going to be, well, we did the plastic bag regulation. We have this handout, a guide to plastics. It's very handy because it gives you the types of plastics and the chemicals in them, and every plastic number from 1 to 7, including BPA-free plastics, have now been found to cause EA, or estrogenic activity, which means that there's chemicals in that plastic that mimic hormones such as estrogen and cause your body to go crazy, and you can end up with things like cancer, diabetes, and obesity. So we really recommend that you come visit us at one of our educational booths at Earth Day events and other events throughout the year and pick up one of these. If you believe, like we do, in clean beaches, clean ocean, and protecting and saving endangered and threatened marine species and all marine life, then please join us as a member. Our membership runs from Earth Day, which is April the 22nd, to Earth Day, and your donation will help us continue this work to find solutions to the problem of marine debris. And in exchange, you will receive membership gifts. This year's membership gifts include some really lovely sunscreen that's good for the environment.
It's good for, actually it's good for the reefs, yes. We also have other membership gifts like reusable utensil sets, reusable organic cotton produce bags,
and many other different items. So you can visit our membership page on our website for information on how to become a member, or sign up at one of the events that we're at.
If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Please go to graceandhawaii.com and be b.e.a.c.h.org for more information. Please join b.e.a.c.h with us on Earth Day.